All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with the first Overwatch match of the season. This is an NECC placement tourney. That means it doesn't necessarily count towards the season record. It's helping NECC get some data to determine what the divisions will be for the regular season. So these don't count for a whole lot, but it's still done in a tournament format. We will be playing as few as 2 games or as many as 3. Those are the only options. Starting things off, we are playing against Indiana University. Specifically, this roster is called Cream, hopefully the color. We'll see here center starting out with Big Soup on tank, playing the Arisa. Chucky Ghost on Nicole Cassidy. Maybe swap on the soldier here. Spoke too soon. Carp holding down on May. Adama on the Brigitte. And Star Garden on Kiriko. Both folks locked in on this first game. They come in later to see Biggie Cheese tank for Indiana. Starting out on the newest hero. Center look to go around right. Well, yeah, oops, around left. Kind of interesting to see 2 full groups of people on such different parts of the map. Dies out pretty effectively, takes out Chunky Ghost. Center is down and stuck. They might be able to get through this huge wall from Carp. Possibly get a pick. They do get 2. Fall from center will fall. Those picks could still matter though, as some of center's reinforcements will come into this site a little bit faster. Go starting things off with just a little bit of poke damage. Rest of center is coming into this fight here. Rather, the fight hasn't started yet. Still, Indiana setting up over on this left area. Center in kind of some weird spots with Adama not quite with his team, able to get there pretty quickly. The wall comes out, might be able to get this hazard of the Genji. The Genji does fall, Chunky Ghost falls as well, but they do win the tank battle here. Big Soup taking out Biggie Cheese. And the hit motion picture back at the barnyard. Adama looking to get a little aggressive into this Lucio, but support still alive on the side of Indiana. Doesn't look like they're going to fall here. Almost taking out Carp. Lucio. Big Soup pushing in a little more aggressively. Chunky Ghost now back into this fight. Unfortunately, Adama gets picked. It's going to be an advantage for Indiana. Don't speak too soon, Brent. It looks like some more picks are going to come out for center here. That gets some rush from Star Garden, putting in a lot of work. Big Soup pushing up into this front room. Knowing that there's maybe not all of center quite back yet, so backing out a little, maybe a little prematurely, because Indiana isn't quite in here. They are in here now. Soup popping all, doing it a little bit alone, but taking out some, a lot of pressure under that doorway. Center does get some kicks. Star Garden falls, unfortunately, due to that hazard ultimate, but center's still up here. Both teams down to support. So not a whole lot of risk for Center College here. In a pretty good spot. Chunky goes from repositioning, maybe looking to stay with the team. Genji solo ulting almost, it seems, onto Chunky Ghost here. Adama able to mitigate a lot of that damage. Looks like Center's going to be able to stabilize just fine into that Genji ult. Huge plays from Adama to make sure Chunky Ghost stayed alive there. I guess he didn't stay alive. He did die, but put enough pressure down to make that a winnable trade for Center College. A wall just stalls some time now. Might be able to get a pick onto the soldier and walks right. That's Big Soup. Lucio able to get the point. With a lot of extra help from that beat. And this hazard alive. Tsune rushed out. The opposing team as well. Chunky Ghost pops ult. Doesn't quite get everything off of it. But Center's still at 99% here. Unfortunately did pop a couple ults in that fight.
Taking your time, huh?
But all of the ults are out for Indiana University. Not a single one to their name. Could see Big Soup getting his ult first in this fight, or potentially Star Garden. just having 2 ults at all and putting them out fast, center only has to win 1 fight. So if they can just stay alive in here and get those 2 things charged, I think we could be looking at a 1 first round. They're pushing them over into this back room here. Stargarden popping ult. Biggie Cheese falls on the side of Indiana. Both of the ultimates coming out for Center College. Adama did fall early on in the fight, but Center's still looking to go ahead and win this. It's just down to this Lucio and this Genji. As he falls down into the abyss, the overtime counter will click down, and that will be Center College taking the first round here. Pretty even fight for the most part. Going 100 to, I think, 72 was the percentage there for Indiana University. We see any major lineup changes here. We will see Biggie Cheese swapping over to the Zarya. Be able to keep some pressure into the Orisa in some ways. Chunky goes swapping over to the Ash. I mean, that center can leverage a little bit more long-range poke. Are still on the May. Perfect for this map that has just so many rectangular rooms and choke points to play around. That wall can be just especially impactful. Instantly getting in a great wall under the Zarya, but going down all the way to 10 health. Huge that May beam can go right through that deflect on the Lucio. Unfortunately, it's not enough for Center to win the fight just to get that 1 pick. I'm not quite sure what happened there because I was just looking at card. But something went wrong. The picks come out for Indiana University, and they go ahead and cap this first point here. Big Suit now mirroring on the Zarya. Still looking for some cheeky walls. One of the harder parts of the map to do it. Big Suit pushing in. Aggressive. Adama in the back line has the Moira. Get a lot of heals out. A lot of pressure on the center, even in this back of the room here. Indiana doing a good job of just making sure pressure is happening on all parts of Center's team, not just under the front line. They're looking to rotate around and just go main here. That's going to give Indiana the opportunity to go ahead and take this high ground. Center just ignores it. They can get straight to point and just start bunkering. A pretty huge Graviton surge there, potentially getting stopped by this wall from Park. Picks come out onto both sides, but that's a support down for Indiana. Stargarden popping ult here. Center still has yet to cap the point too. Straggler's still alive here, meaning even when Center does in this fight, we'll see that Indiana took it all the way to 54%. They did cap point. I was wrong. So yeah, 54%. Center getting right to 25. Looking at the ults here, we're going to see the Graviton Surge for Big Suit available pretty soon. Absolutely this freeze for Karth. A great ult to use on the defense on this map. It just takes up almost the entire room where the point is. As soon as they run in, he's going to be able to use that. See, ult out here, that's the Genji ult. In combo with the bubble here, that's going to be 2 of Center falling in this fight early on. Big Suit only one alive on point, naturally going to fall as well. Here, Center still has the same ones. They didn't really get a chance to use anything in that last fight. Just ended so quickly with that devastating combo. Genji ultimate with the bubble from the Zarya. Center doing the same thing, going right around right. I'm just gonna go ahead and bunker on the point here. Ooh, Adama getting shot by this Cassidy. It's a pretty decent ult from Park, annihilating out a lot of space. It's the beat from that Lucio on the side of Indiana. makes this just a win for them. Not a lot Center can do into it. It'll be 100% to 61. Indiana tying things up here on Nepal.
Score 1-1. Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Round 3. Capture the objective.
Sorry, folks, if I'm sounding a little staticky. We are having some audio equipment issues this evening that I wasn't able to sort out before we got started. We are going to see a swap here. Big Soup playing the Ramatra in this round. Kark getting a great opening pick here onto the Genji. A lot of pressure onto him from the Zarya, but he's always got that ice block to be able to live if he needs it. Going to go ahead and use that here. Well, Chonky goes, takes another pick. Still not a totally one fight here, but it does look like Indiana took enough pressure that they're going to go ahead and back out here. And then Center
Feels good, huh?
with the point in their control all the way up to 10% here. Kark, a high sense gamer here, looking for these icicle picks. Adama back on Brigitte, not on Moira anymore. Especially if it is, and he immediately gets Nacho, the Lucio here on the side of Indiana. Actually, Chunky Ghost does fall. Looks like Adama might as well. Count them out right yet as Big Soup's able to get some punches in here. We'll see an ultimate coming out from Star Garden. That should help keep him alive, give them a little bit more damage, a little bit more pressure here. Cleanup crew. It's fine as well. It's going to be Center taking it to 60% here. There likely won't be more than 2 more fights that could be squeezed out of Indiana here. And as this continues to tick up, we could be getting into last fight territory unless some kind of staggered folks come in afterwards. A lot of ults out here from both sides, but definitely a one fight for Indiana. He goes looking to maybe pick up a kill on that Sojourn. He comes around. He does not know about this Cassidy right here on the right. Maybe he does know, but doesn't matter in the end. Does get him taken out. Maybe a little bit more time. Just to get back in this. Let me see what I may or may not be able to do about static, folks. All right, folks, I just turned off and back on the audio device. That might be helping with the static, hopefully, but I'm not totally sure. Chonky Ghost popping the high noon. We're going to see the same one out from Shazbot on the side of Indiana. Looks like a pretty great Sojourn ult here from Indiana. It's making this not a one fight for Center as it ticks up to 99%, enters overtime. Center doesn't win the fight. Center will have his ultimate here from Star Garden available, most likely into this next fight. The big thing to worry about, I think, is this Lucio ult from the side of Indiana. At almost anything Center's going to throw at them, they've just got this get out of jail free card. Ghost looking for an early pick on the right side. Doing a little bit of dueling with his counterpart there. Big Soup definitely wanting to get this Baptiste. Doesn't quite happen, but we do force the beat out Gonna see a nice pick here. Onto the tank. Big Soup definitely, once again, really wants that support dead. Does look like things are going to happen. It's just one left alive. And that is going to be Center College taking map number 1. All going to Center College. Very, very even fight, though, all throughout. And they're only winning it in a 2-1, and every single round, both teams got a pretty huge amount of percentage. I'll tell you, the game is going to be this Sojourn all that. Sorry that I missed it. On the side of Indiana, just several great shots in a row, really getting a lot of value out of it. All right, folks, we'll be back with you in just a moment. Game number 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We're on map number 2. This is Coliseo. We're seeing some swaps here. We're seeing some swaps here. Adamo on tank this round. Big Soup sitting out. Looks like I'm going to start things off on the Ramatra. Gargarden on the Ana.
But superior brain power's better.
Carp swapping from DPS over to support here as Doodoo Boodoo now joins the lineup. And Chonky Ghost, not Carp, on the Meg. See our pal Biggie Cheese on the Junker Queen here. also has a venture here on the side of Indiana. Exciting to see as well. See Dudu getting this first engagement here. A lot of early pressure here onto Adama, having to play around this wall here. Early pick out onto Dudu Budu is not what center wants to see in this first fight here. Both of center's DPS are down. Adama falling as well. Park may be able to get out of this alive, but it's looking less and less likely. And that will be a full team wipe here for Indiana.
We lost the lead.
Dudu taking a lot of pressure up on that high ground there. Adama looking to go in. Might be able to isolate this Junker Queen here. It almost happens. She gets healed up. She was just one shot away. Just didn't quite happen for Center College here. It's just Dudu Budu alive. He is not in any position to be taking this fight alone. Karp nearly has ult here. Let's charge a little bit more. They'll have this for this fight. Center all grouping up in this room here. Great ult from Adama here, helping center get that extra sustain and pressure to go out. Go ahead and take this, but they only got the one kill so far. Not going to be that hard for Indiana to regroup here. Thankfully, they are moving the robot right along. Stargarden, unfortunately, in that engagement, does fall. Center only going to have one support for a little bit of this fight here. See if it's going to be enough as Adama taking a ton of pressure here. Great freeze from Park, gets some. Doesn't quite have the follow-up. Park almost dueling this venture here. He goes falling as well. Just another fight that has some promising moments for Center College. Just doesn't quite pan out. The picks just come out in favor of Indiana. Indiana is going to have 3 ults available to them in this next fight. Center might have 3. Dudu Budu can get his charged. And soon here. Adama with the aggression, pushing right on in. Another wall from Chonky Ghost. Should be able to get this Junker Queen down, but she's got the ult available. It's everyone in center purple. A great ult from Stargarden. That's right where center wants to be standing, but it remains to be seen if center has the tools to win this fight. Unfortunately, Suzu having to be forced out to keep Stargarden alive. Great TP. Oh, health bars though. Adama staying alive, going in that defensive form, getting so many heals from the supports. Still anyone's fight here. Harp with a swap over to Moira, able to get some extra kill pressure here. Just be able to assassinate with that beam. Both supports just working very, very hard. Putting in the hours to keep Adama up in these fights. Center sustain that makes that a winnable one for them. Thankfully, again, they did get the robot in their control a little bit before the fight was totally over. Very unfortunate though, Stargarden down, and the last time Stargarden was down and center was going into a fight, things didn't go so well. It's going to happen once again. That's one ult used in that fight for Indiana, but I think it's just the one, and they're going to have still quite a lot of resources available to them in this upcoming fight. Dudu Budu has an ult available to them. Chonky Ghost close to his. Adama close to his. Harp able to charge that so quickly on the Moira. Both Sojourns popping ult to see what kind of value Dudu can get from it, but it just doesn't manifest into anything super great. Harp using his, but the health bar was getting a little bit low. Center investing all their ults here. They really want to win this fight. Looks like they're going to be able to have the sustain and go ahead and take this. Lucio gets out alive. Sojourn, not so lucky. Lucio actually opting to kind of fight here. Maybe looking to help guide that Sojourn out safely, but it just doesn't quite happen. But a little too slippery. Center not able to take out that Lucio. Center once again with control of the robot, but they have yet to, once it's in their control, really make it past this starting area. In a game mode like Push, you kind of have to win 2 fights to really make any progress. Unfortunately, Adama falling early before this ult is able to come out for Center College here. Chunky goes with a pick onto the Lucio. It might still be winnable. I'm not sure if Center's going to look to fight it or wait for Adama. Dudu swapping over to the Sombra, a new pick. It's going to be an ult out from the Venture. Carp is still alive. Not sure what his options are here. Maybe just looking to die to not get staggered any more than he already was. Adama back alive here. Doesn't look like they're going to push in too much more inside of Indiana. Just going to focus on getting that robot back into position. Chonky goes making a swap over to the Reaper. The low health bars for Center College, especially on that support lineup. Very scary to see additional ult out here for Indiana. It's looking like with a team wipe like that, they might just finish out the map, no timer. Stargarden is going to have ult available, should be able to touch here. Someone's got to get on it. That was on point. Stargarden does fall. That Lucio ult once again just able to mitigate so much damage from Center College. Harp with an ult of his own, but when that Queen ult comes out, you know, half of the utility of the Coalescence is the healing, and it's just not quite enough here. That is going to be Indiana Cream taking game number 2. And despite some won fights by Center College, they really just couldn't win the 2 in a row that it takes to progress in a mode like Push. Play the game once again to the Sojourn on the side of Indiana. Don't recall if this is the same player or not. The first round most likely is. Excellent job to them. Folks, looks like we are going to that game number 3 in this best of 3 series to start off our placement tournament. So we'll be back in just a moment as we get that sorted out. It will be a Flashpoint map.
Traveling to Surabasa.
Alrighty, folks. Map 3 of 3 here. We are on Surabasa. Center College always picking Surabasa. No one in their right mind wants to play on New Junk City. So this is where we're at. Often comes down to this map. See Big Soup swap back in, back onto that tank roll. But Carp continuing on the support. You see Star Garden on the Lucio, Carp on the Moira, looking for a pretty fast comp here. Big Soup with that trademark Orisa. And Doo Doo Voodoo. This is his specialty, folks, the Reaper. See our pal from Indiana. Over here, that's Biggie Cheese. Everyone loves Biggie Cheese. On the Junker Queen here. Some relatively similar comps here, both kind of variations on some version of Rush. But Center able to leverage this wall, hopefully to split some folks up. You're looking to maybe get a pick onto this Sojourn. It's just Star Garden able to aggress there and doesn't quite get the pick. Very unfortunate. Doo Doo Voodoo might fall here, looking awfully hurt. They're going to be able to isolate this Queen. That is excellent for them. From the high ropes, it's Doo Doo Voodoo. Carp looking around for that Lucio, just trying to finish off that pick, but it looks like Star Garden able to track him down. Star Garden off. Provide their patented taxi service. Center all here together. Just looking on this choke on the right side is Indiana. They're just sort of waiting for someone from Indiana to come in, but it looks like maybe more than they bargained for. We're able to get past this wall here. We're going to see that coalescence here come out from Carp. Some great heals on to Star Garden here. Looks like a pretty one fight for Center College, but some folks do get out alive. Flashpoint, things tick up quite quickly. We are at 85%, absolutely in last fight territory, potentially even beyond that, since someone is going to have to touch in the next couple seconds here. That wall comes out. It's just the Reaper here on site, but a huge sight line here available to Indiana thanks to that Baptiste ult. First pick come out on the center. And some more come out, and it looks like it's still kind of an even fight here. Doo Doo Voodoo and Big Soup on point. It's just Doo Doo Voodoo and Carp. Just Doo Doo Voodoo now, popping that ult here, but Reaper able to just avoid pretty much all of that damage here. Unfortunate that Center invested maybe so as much as they did into that fight there, because all they really have to do now is just win one. They are at that 99%. Ball comes out from Center early. Beat comes out. So you need to try and actually cap this here, because they're going to have this opportunity to come in and trigger overtime once again. So Center has the point, but what advantage is it really if they're getting picked off here? It's going to be another one fight for Indiana. Carp going to be able to get out safe. They're going to have another opportunity here, but it really might be just this one opportunity. They have the Coalescence available. The Graviton Surge might come online for Indiana. This fight as well. An early Coalescence here. Maybe wanting to get some picks before they can charge that beat and start out sustaining Center College here. They do take out the Baptiste. That's huge to have a support down. Big Soup unfortunately falling. Left a little bit alone over on that left side. Doo Doo Voodoo though gets some great picks. Graviton Surge of course does come out, but doesn't get Doo Doo Voodoo, and that's who's tearing things up in terms of the damage here. That is definitely going to be Center College taking this first point on the Flashpoint. I talked a big game about how this was a pretty fast-paced game mode, but that was anything but there. quite a few fights just on that first point. Taking things up into overtime. It's like some members of IU able to get to the point first, but opting to back out, giving center quite a lot of space. So center on this point here, that Reaper doing some great flank damage over on the left. Freeze comes out for Center College, but Beat comes out for IU. Sojourn goes down, but center might lose his support here. Carp looking awfully hurt, able to get out alive just barely. Really want to get this pick down onto the Zarya. It does happen. Biggie Cheese does fall. Chonky Ghost looking awfully hurt. Big Soup going to go ahead and pop all. That's going to be able to take the Lucio, and absolutely going to be 8-point cap here for Center College. Doodoo Boodoo hanging out on point to make that actually happen. The rest of the team pushing out a little bit. Carp now doing some more things, and having no fear in him, and just pushing up. Maybe hoping to secure one little pick there. Gets a little pressured out, though. Star Garden on the Lucio has that ult. The center is going to be able to sustain through potentially some of these DPS ults that are available. Doodoo Boodoo, though, it's huge. It's massive. Death Blossom takes out 3 as well as the lamp there. Hopefully we'll get another chance to actually catch that in the play of the game, but I'm not quite sure yet. Sorry, I missed it the first time. Center still with some other resources available, both support ult here. You see both DPS ults, though, as well as that Graviton Surge available for Indiana. So it's going to be especially important that Lucio does not die for Center College, and unfortunately they do. Star Garden does go down. It's definitely going to be a point cap for IU here. And the beat does come out at some point. I didn't realize it got used up. That is especially unfortunate for Center College. Pop these ults and not get the value that they need. A lot of ults still available for IU. Point in their control. Center only has to win one fight. Bit of an uphill battle. Maybe looking for this freeze here. Center College. Surprising that it's not from center, because we love falling off on this particular sub point on this map. But that's going to be the Reaper actually falling off the map for IU. Maybe being a pretty important environmental kill here, as center able to build those ults, get that freeze, and take that second point. Despite a little bit of an ultimate disadvantage. We're going to see another swap back onto the JQ from Biggie Cheese. Center, the whole gang is here. Pushing on to this third point. But of course, IU able to get there a little bit sooner thanks to their spawn. Queen split over on the right side. She has so many tools to keep herself up. Center a little bit baited into here as the Lucio ultimate is going to be able to make it so that center just can't get any picks. Big Soup falls, Carp falls. DPS might be able to get out of here alive, but no, the aggression, the speed, it's too much. Hello there. Doodoo Boodoo almost maybe haunting the other team with a little hello there. Gonna pretend it's just a friendly greeting. Center going left. With the Coalescence. Ball doesn't necessarily find a whole lot, but Big Soup able to get a ton of pressure with the ult. Combining that with the Coalescence, that's going to manifest into 2 great, very important picks. Big Soup pushed up with Doodoo Boodoo, getting that little bit of extra damage, while the rest of the team caps the point. Shazbot on the side of IU, swapping over to the Cassidy. Could be maybe trying to leverage that to use the flashbang grenade. Maybe secure a pick onto the supports or into Doodoo Boodoo. Fortunate headshot. Harp getting hit with the railgun. Doodoo Boodoo falls as well. Might not be looking to invest any ults in this fight at this point. Should have another opportunity to go in. Chonky goes in an unfortunate spot. It looks like enough teammates able to get in there and help. Big Soup making a swap over to the Orisa. Both teams have some ults to burn. And it is Center's move to make something happen here. See the Sojourn ult and the Junker Queen ult. Two things that have been absolutely devastating for Center in some earlier fights. But a great freeze from Carp. And a huge icicle shot onto that Baptiste. Unfortunately, though, getting booped off. And it's just Stargarden. Just Stargarden able to trigger the overtime. But it's not quite enough. Due to Voodoo alive, but not anywhere that can help. Has an ult for this next fight. But that's going to be the beginning of what could be an IU comeback here. 2-1. Center still in the lead. Just need to take one more point. Ooh. Voodoo almost dying here, but now he's on site and maybe not in a spot he wants to be. Does not have fade. Not really in a great spot to be able to pop his ult. Just an unfortunate position all around. There's going to be a cap here for IU. But Center going to be able to re-engage with this one pretty quickly. Not losing too much charge here. Voodoo definitely, his ult has been burning a hole in his pocket. He wants to use it. Doesn't need to. Carp's getting a ton of picks here. Acid popped ult, but doesn't look like he gets anything. Carp should be able to finish some things up here with that damage orb. Great plays from Carp, especially in this last fight. Voodoo, he wants to use this ult. It's just another round, just not getting any great opportunities to use it. I am excited for it. At the very least, could be a great opportunity to bait out that Lucio ult, but he does it again with the 2 picks here. He does die in the process, but that's definitely a huge team fight win for Center College. He's able to get in here just as fast as anyone from IU is. So really not an issue at all. Stargarden bunkering around in this little corner here. Big Soup on the front line. And they're kind of coming back a little bit, waiting for someone from IU to invest, to go ahead and push in. Beat and freeze and Orisa ult. Some great patience from Soup and an incredible freeze from Chonky Ghost. Makes it so that beat just doesn't get the power they were hoping for. All right, let's see the play of the game here. My money's on Voodoo and Death Blossom. But we shall see. It's actually Big Soup. Might have been that play at the very end there. And it absolutely is. So much patience. If that freeze didn't come out from Chonky Ghost, that might have been an ult wasted, but able to stop people from getting out of the circle around it for a really interesting ult there. GG's to IU here. We were supposed to have a little bit of a break between the matches, but it might not be all that long as we are approaching 8 o'clock here. We're going to go ahead and get the score reported, all that stuff, and we'll be back with game number 2, match number 2 rather, in just a moment here. Might be a few minutes though. Alrighty, folks. We are back here on match number 2. Your college now on the right. I know the scoreboard doesn't say it. It probably doesn't even say the right team. In fact, I'm going to adjust the scoreboard. We are playing this time against California State University San Marcos, or Cal State San Marcos.
Round 1. Capture the objective.
Got that sorted. Rat King with an early pick on the Soldier 76. Center taking a lot of space here onto the point. See Cordy from Cal State getting an early pick, though, into some of Center College here. Really looking to secure this kill onto the Junker Queen. It does come out. That is going to be a great first fight for Center College here. Chunky Ghost now on tank. If you can't tell this evening, Center trying to figure out who will be playing tank this semester after some lineup changes from the fall. So giving a couple people the opportunity to play that important role. Adam getting a great first pick here. It looks like getting a little bit of tickle damage from the Tracer behind, but can't look away. So important to make sure those heals stay up. But unfortunately, Corgi especially, a lot of damage from those supports actually coming out and taking out Center College here. Great opening Icicle hit here. That's going to get the Symmetra low enough that Chunky Ghost can't finish it off. Her turrets, though, they remain. The Blizzard out from Carp. Huge ult from the Junker Queen, but thanks to the wall from Carp, so they're not totally falling to it, but the wall comes down a lot sooner than that Junker Queen ult goes away, and Center College just not able to heal themselves. Very unfortunate here. Percentages, you see Cal State San Marcos in the lead. Chunky goes using the pole on the Orisa to get a whole lot, and unfortunately, he's going to have a couple people get picked off, maybe looking to take that Junker Queen down with him, but it doesn't quite happen. Adama does use ult in that fight.
Yeah, the night is young.
My
We've seen
throne is where
swap
I
here from
stand.
Chunky Ghost onto the Junker Queen. It's a sneaky Tracer over here on the right that Center might not necessarily know about. She's able to dash right out if she is discovered. This wall from the Symmetra making it really tricky for Center to follow up on an excellent wall here from Carp. To take out Corgi. Almost certainly going to be able to take out this Junker Queen, but I'm speaking too soon. It's the Juno in here using her ult. Just going to keep everyone up on the side of California State San Marcos. It's going to finish things off. That was the last fight here. 100% to 30%. Still some decent fights for Center College there. It didn't look like it was by any means just purely one-sided, but even when Center would get some important picks, just wasn't enough. Someone from California State San Marcos would out-sustain or out-damage Center in most of those. A great opening fight, though, from Center College, able to take it early. Certainly don't count them out of this one just yet. A little closer to a mirror match here, not quite, but Star Garden onto the Juno. And Chunky Ghost on the Junker Queen, looking a little bit more similar to California State San Marcos, but it's that Symmetra that is so unique to the composition of CSU SM. picks come out, and they're not in Center's favors. They're able to get a few things. I'm not sure how winnable this fight is or not. Center still has 3 alive, both supports. Looks like it might be possible if they just keep pumping stuff into Chunky Ghost. It's a battle of just a tank and supports. No DPS available. Center may be hoping to get a pick before the DPS reinforcements come back. And Symmetra's in here, that Tracer's in here, and this is now looking like a little bit of a scarier fight, but thankfully Chunky Ghost able to push up and take out that Brigitte. Star Garden does fall. Fellow Juno, that Tracer looking hurt. Able to get out fine. Chunky Ghost taking some space here, actually almost capping point. He's awfully hurt. It's an incredible ult from Phil here. A great ult from Jonathan, from Chunky Ghost here. It's after some of Center has already fallen. I'm not sure if it's actually going to be enough or not. It's at least forcing them to pop some more ults of their own, but it's really just Chunky Ghost in there. Support ults should be available for Center College here. Lined up a lot of damage there for Star Garden, but doesn't quite get to use it. A very quick fight here, one for CSUSM. But should give Center the opportunity to do one more fight here. Is if they're not held all the way up in their spawn door. We'll do a lot of cheeky stuff with these sim TPs. Really being taken out just by those sim turrets alone. Rat King popping ult but gets taken out. Carp getting some value out of his, but it's a tricky fight here with Jess, Carp, and Chunky Ghost. Chunky Ghost needing to go ahead and just pop that ult. Might get a touch here from Star Garden. It'd be really difficult to do enough damage to get anything done. Now just down to Adama, and that is going to be it. Game number 1 going in favor of CSUSM. Did just a really good job into Center of playing really quickly, splitting a lot of attention, getting a lot of value out of the utility that the Sim TP provides, and even the Sim turrets provide on some of these sub-maps in particular are just really devastating. If you're not prepared for those Sim TPs to just rush in and get hit by 3 of them, get the slow. Well played by CSUSM. We'll see you in just a moment for map number 2. Alrighty, folks. We are here on Coliseo. CSUSM on the left side here. Maybe the right side? I don't know who goes where. We'll see the character picks here in just a moment. But center still in the red here. Down 1 to CSUSM. They're looking to run some dive here. Chonky Ghost on the Winston.
I have decided to learn them all.
Star Garden on Kiriko. Rat King on Juno.
It's time to sight the world.
Park here. They play some Tracer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, very terrifying. We've got a ball comp here for the side of CSUSM. See if the dive is actually able to be all that effective into this. Should be good into the supports, but really hard to do a whole lot with Winston into ball. Unfortunately dying first. Winston alone, not able to do quite enough damage. Need some other people to join him in that dive. Doo doing some great damage, but it's right now just going into the tank. What's gonna really need is to get some of those supports dead. In a lot of ways, Doo is kind of the only one who can really do that damage into the wrecking ball. And the rest of the team gonna need to focus those supports.
Sojourn en route.
We must accelerate.
They've taken the lead.
Not so fast.
We're getting hurt. Center is sort of surrounded here. Some pretty tricky positioning here from CSUSM, but Center's kind of main fighting force here, able to push up and actually get some picks. Get that Tracer down. The Wrecking Ball's still alive, probably just looking to get out alive here. Looks like he is. Actually not. Able to stall out this robot a little bit longer. Just taking a few more trips around the sun here. A little bit of a menace. Ball, not one of those characters that does tons and tons of damage, but can be really annoying to play into. Up dies. Rat King dies as well. Star Garden using their ult. Really hoping to get a couple more picks off of it, even if this isn't necessarily a winnable fight. It's not quite known yet. It looks like they picked up the robot here a long time ago. What a weird and scrappy fight. Everyone but Star Garden alive here for Center College. But having to contend with the Tracer and the ball, they're in, they're out. They feel like impossible to kill. Just attacking you from every little angle. Really a tricky thing to play into. A lot of ult available for both teams here. Doo Voodoo with the Death Blossom. Able to get two. It's definitely gotta be a one fight for Center College here. Rat King unfortunately dying to the Tracer. Voodoo going back to push the cart here. The ball once again comes in and already has ultimate again. So close. Maybe someone else can finish off the ball. Doesn't quite happen. Cart on the Sojourn. Try and get a nice pick for the team here. Able to get that Mercy. Able to get that Cassidy. Still has that shift. Can get out of a somewhat tricky spot he was in. Once again, the ball almost falling here. Doo Voodoo actually able to secure it this time. We're going to be able to take out that Ana. Doo Voodoo Putting so much pressure here on the Reaper.
Let's kick this off.
Cassidy up on the top bridge here.
Keeping things moving.
He Ghost.
Forward spawn active.
Waiting for an opportunity to jump up here and kind of start contesting them. Gets hit a little by the map geometry there. By the robot, rather. It doesn't quite happen. Star Garden unfortunately falling here. Juno getting hit with the anti-heal. Doesn't look like this Cassidy ult is going to get a whole lot of value, though. So that's good for Center College, and some other things go Center's way. Able to clean some things up. Definitely going to be able to take out this Cassidy as well. This is looking a lot better for Center College. So we're actually seeing some swaps here. CSU. SM now running a Sojourn, now running a Reaper, now running a Juno. Center gonna start things off with another Death Blossom, with another Kitsune Rush. This might be one of those maps that Center finishes out. Playing right around the spawn doors. Trying to split their attention so Center can just get the couple of extra picks they need to go ahead and finish this out. An excellent game 2. Huge turnaround from game 1. Center College taking this one with the dive comp. And captain of that dive comp, one of the captains of the team, that's Chonky Ghost on the Winston. Really the key to what makes this composition work. All right, folks. We'll see you in just a moment for another game number 3. Didn't expect to have 2. It's kind of unlikely, but 2 tight games in here, and this one will take it and see if Center advances through this winner's bracket or not. Alrighty, folks. We are here. Map number 3. This is New Junk City. I don't know who would pick this map on purpose, but it's not Center College. I actually do know. It would be CSUSM selecting this map here, New Junk City. Very uncommon pick. Most teams opting for Surabasa. Certainly not Center's favorite. Let's see. What kind of comps will be running here.
The regions of Earth are so
See a
varied.
Rhine comp coming out here. Big shield for CSUSM.
Yes, but when I pull them together,
Center currently with Dudu Budu on the Farah. A pick we see all that often. Doesn't look like it's going to stick. Onto the Reaper, the classic. Chunky Ghost on the Cassidy. Big Soup running the Zarya. Tracer able to get around the backside of Center here. Budu Budu gets left. Definitely going to result in a kill. Ryan pushes in a little bit, but Center not quite able to take him out. More and more the kills come out, and it is Center falling in this fight. Chunky goes swapping over to May here. Big Soup swapping over to Arisa. Looks like Center should be able to get that pick onto the captain, but unfortunately Adama dying here. Had a tough time with only one support. Huge anti-nade as well. And there's no way Center to live through all that. Rat King swapping over to the Moira.
I will find the key.
Most likely going to make sure that that Tracer doesn't get quite as much value.
Eyes open now.
Lost.
Sure, once again, getting out alive it looks like, but Donkey Ghost with a great shot, able to take out that Tracer. But Center opting not to take that very first point. Runs out of time. They're looking to change some things in the second one here. Voodoo TPing behind Adama. First shot happens, but hopefully with all the attention that Dudu Voodoo is taking, the rest of Center's team is going to be able to make something happen. Doesn't look like it quite happens. Another huge slam here for CSUSM. Didn't see it happen, but it looks like the Ana's ult got used at some point in there. Dudu Budu popping his ult. Will he get a lot of damage down? Gets 2 picks. Another one onto that Juno here. Great plays by Dudu Budu. Able to secure team that fight. Both support alts available for Center College here. Ryan pitting in. Dudu Budu in a tough spot. Center using this coalescence here. Maybe gonna make it. Still a favorable fight for Center College. Able to get that Ana down, able to get that Cassidy down. Oh, but someone took over the point here, unfortunately. Center in kind of a rough spot. Someone's going to have to go back to the point and contest. That is going to be Rat King here. It's that Tracer that took it over. Even though Center has won some fights into the second round, It's still 90% on the point for CSUSM. Excellent play by that Tracer there. Center maybe going to have to win 2 fights to close this out. Noon comes out. Looks like it gets stopped. Oh, I'm wrong. No, it did not. That's going to take out 3 of Center College. With them at 90%, that really could be a problem. I think Center looked a lot better in this one. A lot closer there. Came down to just some smaller moments in that one. So hopefully able to keep a similar comp here and still make things work. If I'm wrong, it looks like a couple more swaps coming out for Center College here. Now onto the Ramatra, now onto the Kiriko. But you know, with your backs against the wall, you know, try a few things until something sticks. Goes for the great freeze in here. Ooh, but that pulse bomb from the Tracer takes out 2. You know, alt comes out as well. In this next fight, we could be looking at a slight ultimate advantage for Center College here, as Rat King and Dudabudu should be able to charge theirs up pretty quickly. They're gonna need to stay alive. There's another High Noon almost online. Often an ult that doesn't end up getting a whole lot, but CSUSM got a lot of value out of it last time. Voodoo TPing behind, putting that pressure onto this backline here. Can't quite get that Juno, but hopefully going to give the rest of Center's team an opportunity to go ahead and push in here. Big Soup getting kept up by Carp here, or Rat King rather, on the Moira. Carp was playing Moira earlier today. We are going to see that High Noon come out. Chunky Ghost immediately putting up wall for it, but unfortunately Adama still gets got by it. Chunky Ghost looking like he was going for that Juno there, who was one shot, but it's tricky to shoot a target in the sky with those May Icicles. A lost fight yet. Voodoo's still here on the site. He's got Fade. He's gonna have this opportunity to use it, but all he can really do is, you know, run around and TP on the site. Someone else is going to have to get on here and touch. Chunky Ghost already had to use the Icicle. It's going to be CSUSM taking the 3rd one here. Means for this last match of the evening, Center will be dropping down into the losers bracket for just one more match of the evening. Yeah, another really tight one though. GG's to our opponents, really well played. Be with you in just a moment to set up for that 3rd match. Alrighty, here we are again for the third and final match of the evening. Now in the losers bracket of the NECC placement tournament. Center College is facing off against Northwestern Junior Varsity.
Ready for battle.
Center on the left here.
You leave a winner or in a coffin.
Again, we're swapping around some roles this evening. Still trying to sort out who will specialize in what. And now, once again, we've got Adama joining us as a tank. Playing some Mauga. Not a common pick for Center College in the past, but excited to see it. Chunky Ghost on the Soldier. Carp on the May. Star Garden on the Kiriko. Rat King on the Juno. Carp nearly getting taken out right as the fight starts off. Our Garden Suzu forced out pretty early. Suzu might be able to die here, but able to block a lot of that damage. Unfortunately, Carp getting taken out first. Adama will follow. And both supports for Center College. Chunky Ghost, not sure if he will or will not be able to get out of here. Able to get that health pack, keeping him alive. Looking to burn this hazard down. It looks like it's going to be possible, but that Lucio comes in, potentially keeping him alive, but Center able to find those breakpoints. Go ahead and take out 3 on the side of Northwestern. Almost able to get that Lucio as well. Didn't quite happen. They're not pushing in too far, taking this main little room in here, but easy to get back in the point if things stop going their way. No ults available for them quite yet. Gonna have that Sojourn ult online for Northwestern first. If they off to pop it, and they do. Gonna burn the hazard once again. The Sojourn doing a lot of damage. Center College back here. That ultimate. Carp does fall first once again. Able to get that freeze out though. Definitely going to be able to burn down that hazard this time. Star Garden as well. Picking something up. Both supports die on the side of Center College. Chunky Ghost able to live here. In many ways, the only healer alive being Chunky Ghost with his deployable heal thing. Center had already won the fight, so it wasn't a huge problem to be down those supports. Tsune Rush coming out from both sides here. Both support ults out from Northwestern. Able to take Adama out. Also use that hazard ult. Center should have some ults going into this next fight. But unfortunate to be down Cage Fight and Kitsune Rush. Since standing at 83% for Center College, potentially only needing to win one more fight. And ticking up to 50% here for Northwestern. An Orbital Ray and Visor available for Center College. We're looking to combo these here. Orbital just giving free license for Center to just go ahead and push in here. The Visor doesn't see a whole lot. Great job from Northwestern to just sort of back up on that. And now they have 2 DPS ults available to them. You see that Genji Blade first. Takes out 2. Center squishes in the back line. Star Garden able to get a pick onto the Lucio. Everybody looking at this hazard here. Not necessarily what Center wants to see here. Center does take the point up. He's going to get all the way to 97%. So now definitely 100% a one fight. Center just wins it, but there's some ults available for Northwestern that Center doesn't necessarily have answers to right here. They're going to have that Kiriko ult online right now. Maybe they can get a pick onto the Kiriko early. And they do, which is excellent. Meek, though, popping that Sojourn ult. Center able to take out the Lucio here. This could be huge if Kark is able to live down here on point. Not quite, but Center should be able to take out this Hazard. Looks like it's just the Genji here. Stargarden looking to stay alive, waiting for that Genji deflect to go away. They now have a pocket Kiriko behind. Both Kiriko ults out once again. Looking favorable for Center College. We're going to see if they are able to touch on that Tracer or not. Lucio able to touch, Tracer able to touch, but we're just playing cleanup at this point. Pretty unlikely that they're going to be able to mount everything, but comes an ult out. It's quite getting one. Able to burn the Hazard down again. Doesn't look like anyone's going to be able to touch this time. Genji almost, but doesn't quite make it. That is going to be Center taking the first sub-map here on Samoa.
Ready for battle.
Just another day in the office.
If we do this right, they won't even know what happened.
And some swaps here for Northwestern. I'm not remembering what the order they were in before was, but it looks like their tank pick is not on the left like Center's is, so it's possible that they swapped roles around. Can't quite tell. Kark here. Kind of in a spot where his supports couldn't see him for just a little bit of a time there, but is going to be able to get these heals. Wanting to secure a kill onto these supports. They're so hurt up there. The Hazard pushed in a little bit further than he wants to be. That is going to be great for Center College here, taking that first fight pretty easily.
Oh, they're coming.
Definitely think this Mauga comp has some merit to it. Backing out here, actually a little prematurely. Pushing back in. Lot of the team getting some assists there on that kill onto the Lucio. Rat King now pushed into a bad spot, but they're still up in the fight generally. Ticking up to 50%. Got some ults to burn here. Everything but Rat King and Chonky Ghost online, and those should be online too. Likely see both Kitsunes out, as we have in the previous rounds. He's going to opt to put the other ults into this fight. Ooh, very unfortunate headshot onto Stargarden. Great shot there from Meek at Northwestern. Now just Kark and Adama. Probably just looking to stall for as much time as possible before eventually falling here. Center has both DPS ult. They'll have Rat King's ult. They'll have Adama's ult. Everything but Kitsune Rush. But still going to have 3 ults available for Northwestern.
How are you?
Fight, looking to burn down this tank. The Lucio ult comes out, but so much damage, it doesn't even matter. Trying this Kiriko, not able to TP out. Just that Genji left. Maybe a cheeky Sojourn. Center at 88%. Someone might have touch here. I imagine that they will, but they're not going to have their whole team here when they're needing to initiate this touch. Here, all the ults start coming in. We don't have any incredibly strong defensive ults, but they're able to take this Lucio down. He doesn't get any picks from his ult, and that is really quite huge here. To invest that attack visor, picking up this Sojourn. Could be it. Alrighty, Tourney Center taking game number 1. It's Northwestern Junior Varsity on Samoa here. We'll see for the play of the game. That's Meek on the Sojourn. We've been seeing a lot of Sojourn plays from our opponents here. I gotta hand it to me. There were some incredible shots, and this is especially impressive. This isn't even the ultimate here. These are just regular damage, and a lot of that's just from the little disruptor orb thing. Center College getting called out there, just standing right in that thing. Alrighty, folks, we'll be back in just a second as we head into map number 2. Alrighty, folks, we are here. This is map number 2. We're on Runasapi. Not on the right screen. There we go. Map number 2 on Runasapi. Again, these are best of 3 games, so Center College could win this match right here and now and end their time in this tournament, in the NECC placement tournament, with a 2-1 record. Or could be the beginning The comeback for Northwestern Junior Varsity. The Chonky Ghost on the tank. Doodoo Boodoo swapped in, and on the Sombra. Arp playing some Sojourn. Star Garden still on the Kiriko. Rat King on the Juno. See a kind of a similar dive composition out with a little bit more speed thanks to that Lucio on the side of Northwestern. He goes looking to burn his counterpart, this other Winston here, but a lot of support available for that Winston. Not going to make it possible until he dives in a little bit further than he ought to. And center is going to take him out. Rat King does fall to that Winston during that dive. But center's still up here in terms of numbers. Chunky goes on both of the supports here. Park offering some help along with Doodoo Voodoo to go ahead and take out Kiriko. First fight for Center College here. Playing around on this off angle here, looking for some hacks and viruses. Shield in, but Chucky Ghost able to still damage through that. Voodoo dueling with the Lucio here. Might not win the trade, but actually does. Incredible shot by Doodoo Voodoo. Effort here on the Winston, getting awfully hurt and is eventually going to fall. Scrappy fight here. Just the Kiriko left. Northwestern spoke too soon. Tracer alive as well. Kiriko is going to fall, but Pulse Bomb comes out, takes out Doodoo Voodoo. Now it's just Chonky Ghost alive. What seemed like for a lot of that to be a win for Center College, officially getting turned around. Some respawns just come in so quickly. It's very quick comp here for Northwestern. Chonky Ghost popping ult just to stay alive there. Until the team comes in with him. Not necessarily something that's able to leverage to get any kills. Still a pretty even fight up here, but Bot is in control. Northwestern and Chonky Ghost trying to get out here. Actually able to take out that Tracer though. Pushed in a little bit too far, but Chonky Ghost is hurt. Able to get healed up here. Orbital Ray out from Center College, but Kitsune Rush out from Northwestern. See the beat come out, sustaining Northwestern through this fight. Carp awfully hurt. Rat King gonna fall as well. Pretty important fight win here for Northwestern. Doodoo Voodoo getting out alive. You see Rat King swapping over to the Moira from the Juno. Maybe having a tough time, just like some of the earlier matches, playing into this Tracer on Juno. Moira always has that fade available, just something to be able to get out. Easier to track the Tracer. This beam that's a little bit more forgiving in terms of hitting shots. Chonky goes in kind of a tough spot. The bubble was around him, making it hard for him to get healed for a bit. Genji Blade really devastating to Center College. Both supports die as well. That is a team wipe for Northwestern Junior Varsity. Chonky Ghost. Gonna be the only one with ult available. Not totally true. Star Garden could get theirs as well. No ults online for Northwestern though, but Center College gonna need to stay alive here. They need to not get picked off first so they can actually use these ults as they do come online. Able to burn down that monkey, but Chonky Ghost in a really tough spot. Able to pop that ult and make sure he does not fall here. Playing extra aggressive, trying to get the pick onto that Lucio. Not sure if it's going to happen or not. But, you know, why not try? Why not still go for it? That, Lucio just barely gets out. But I know he was scared. I'm sure of it.
Sounds like selling, huh?
Area denial.
Let us manage this.
They're approaching this checkpoint here. As Northwestern begins to assemble here. They're going to have a beat available. Star Garden popping that Kitsune Rush. It's enough to get Center to checkpoint. Center wants to get some picks too. And that beat comes out, and that's going to make that a much harder task. The Suzu comes out. And a lot of Center alive. Incredible shots from Star Garden there to take out that Genji. Not always the easiest duel to take. Center now in the lead.
We have the lead.
Didn't mention it, but a little while ago, Dudubudu swapping over to the Reaper. Some more frontline damage onto that monkey, but doesn't offer some of the benefits of the hack. Rat King with an early coalescence in this fight. Trying to keep the team alive. Suzu's going to sustain through a Tracer Bomb, which is huge. Not quite able to keep Star Garden up there. Some pretty good coalescence, but instantly had to turn around to heal teammates instead of being able to go aggressive and secure that pick onto the Lucio. Falling in this fight. Chunky Ghost likely going to be able to get out alive and provide a little bit of peel for these squishies back here. Make sure that no one from Northwestern is going to push in. Center's got ults to burn. Once again, they got to stay alive enough to be able to use them. Chunky Ghost probably going to go in here and look to pop his ult just to stay alive once again. Able to take some of that attention from that Genji. That is absolutely huge. And then able to pop ult to make sure he doesn't die to it as well. Rat King with a pick onto Meek on the Tracer here. Should be able to get a pick onto this monkey. Great job. Dudubudu at some point in that, dueling this Kiriko and coming out on top. Kark will have ult available, Star Garden, and Rat King. Kitsune Rush coming out early from Star Garden. Fortunately, a pulse bomb onto Karp. Thankfully, Karp had not yet popped ult. Still a pretty winnable fight. Tracer in the backline causing some problems though. Great shot from Chunky Ghost. I believe there was a recent buff to the damage from the Winston alternate fire. Able to secure that pick. Which I think was the Lucio, but I don't recall. So they're backing up a little bit. They know they have the lead, and they're worried with not too many people up there and alive that they're going to have the resources to sustain through the dive from the opponent. Popping Cole, looking to burn the monkey down, gets out safe. Feet definitely going to keep people alive, but Chunky Ghost, some great aggression, looking to follow up on that kill onto the monkey, and is able to make it happen. Dudubudu getting pressured out. To fade away. Just sort of swapping who's taking front line and who's going back for heals as Chunky Ghost, Dudubudu, Chunky Ghost, Dudubudu. In a team comp that could almost be considered having two tanks in some ways, just because of the way that Dudubudu can take that frontline pressure. Doesn't work out quite that time. and both are picked off. Center's still in the lead, only 15 seconds left. They've got ults to spare. They just have to win one more fight.
10 seconds.
And the evening of matches will come to a close.
Overtime.
Tons of ults to use as they approach the halfway point. Northwestern starting things off with the Kitsune Rush. Cart popping ult. It's a low health bar, but so maybe not getting as much value as you would have liked. Buddha with an ult, but doesn't get an opportunity to use it. Is Center going to opt to end it here, or is Center going to have to back out and try it again? And if they do, they're not going to want to have no ults to do it with. Fortunate Star Guardian getting picked in the middle of that Kitsune Rush. Chonky Ghost still alive here. Looks like going to be able to take out that Winston. It's just the Genji using Blade. Chonky Ghost doesn't have an ult to sustain himself, but maybe we'll have a support come back. 19 health, doesn't need it. That's going to be the win for Center College here. 3 really close games in a row this evening. Play of the game is going to go to Chonky Ghost on the Winston. Well, folks, thank you so much for tuning in for a whirlwind of matches. Personally, I'm ready to go to sleep. But I can't wait for next week as we start the actual season with some of the data from this competition, along with ranks and some other information. NECC will put us into a skill division soon, and that will help determine who our conference is in the regular season. So thank you so much for tuning in. See you next time.